Hello and good morning to another week. Today, just quickly making up those cables that you've just seen. I'm going to tie the two batteries together. I need to do a recondition charge on the house bank. So I'm going to just disconnect everything. The idea is that these two end up in there. I'm not ready to do that yet, so I'm going to set them up temporarily over there because I would rather have both batteries charging from solar. So that's my plan for right now. So let's do that. Alright, here we have the battery setup. As I mentioned, this is temporary. It will get routed in there and I will add the cutoff switch, etc. But I needed something a little bit better for now. These are not the house batteries, these are the batteries for the engine, and they will live in there. But yeah, I would have shown you all of this, but do you ever forget to press record? Well, it happened to me. Good morning. It's a little cold, but the sun is out, so it's going to be a fantastic week. We have, as you've just seen, just about finished the stanchions. I'm short these little screws that you'll see. None of them are screwed in place, and I had them this morning in a little cup because I had them in rust solution. I put them on top of the truck. I forgot them there and then drove off, so they fell off and now they're all gone. Welcome to my world. Early Monday mornings just not doing it for me. But it's looking great. That's the idea we're going for. So, if the weather holds, I can do the second coat on the port side of the deck, white, and then it's turn the boat around. Pretty much. I'm hoping the weather is good enough for that this week. I'm hoping I can get someone to help me. I'll probably ask some of the guys here at the marina. So the plan very much was to go up on deck and just give it a quick wipe and begin another coat of paint. But as I discovered, and it's already midday, the deck was still soaking, and that's because of the temperature. So although the sun was up, it's still very, very cold. So you just breathe near the deck and it immediately condenses. Unfortunately, that's going to have to take a break until I find a proper still and cool day to do this. Alright, just the first coat, and not completely done. I still have to come through with a little paintbrush to do all of these sort of in-between things. But better than icky burny stuff. Alright, so the white, I think I still have some of that left. This is not the same paint that I have been using. We used something else here. So either I sand that all back, well, more sand it all back, or I paint it with the same stuff. I'll have a think about that. And I didn't really need to think very hard. So I do still have some of this paint. So off we go. It's Velvet Glow, white Velvet Glow. Nothing fancy at all about it, but it works really well on these areas. So I may as well. So I'll do the same thing here. Give it a coat or two, let it dry, and then next week I'll come through and finish all of the little edges and do a second coat on everything. Right, this is done, and I think I went to go get a brush out of my box and realized I don't have a single brush. So I need to go buy a bunch of paintbrushes, just a bunch of small, cheaper ones that I can use to, do all of those edges everywhere. And then I have to get started on here. I've been avoiding this because honestly, it's just a massive mess. But I can't avoid it anymore. So instead, I've decided now that it's finally dry, I'm actually going to mark out the areas that I need to do the non-skid. The weather's horribly turned, the wind's really kicked in, so let's see if I can at least get this done. Right, so apologies for the delay on this video because I broke a tooth and I was just eating an apple. You get to a certain age and these things happen. You eat an apple, you break a tooth, you get up out of bed too fast, you sprain your back for a week. Thankfully I finished up today with what I needed to do. Is a bunch of other stuff I couldn't do because I lost 2 days marching up and down to emergency dental appointments. That's not exciting. What is exciting is that I've made quite a bit of progress and couldn't turn the boat around yet again. The weather turned, too windy to do. Obviously I can't use the motor. I can't go out and come back in until I finish the work on that, which is the water pump that I'm still trying to solve. I have an idea for that, but currently no obvious other solutions. So that'll be it for this week. Hopefully next week a much more exciting week. If all goes well, I'll be able to start putting non-skid on that very front portion of the boat. Still want to turn the boat around and then start working on the aft section. Coming up to summer, I've got to rebuild that entire section of deck. I've got to do a lot of fairing, I've got to do a lot of painting. Kind of looking forward to that. It's the culmination of all the work that's actually happened up front. I now need to continue on the aft section, midship and aft, including the doghouse. So that'll be it. Thank you everybody for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, consider subscribing. And I will see you all next week. Cheers guys. Bye.